something can be about me, like my name can be in the actual headline, and it can still be none of my business.
Okay.
Like, people can be out here, people might be out here doing too much.
Just shaking ass.
Doesn't mean I have to do a damn thing. My business is making music and taking care of my fans, and I have ways of monitoring what they want from me and how best to entertain them, which is my job.
Yeah.
And everything else, I'm just sort of like, it's not my business. I have actual business that I need to run. Can you imagine if we just talked about what people said about our relationship?
Yeah.
Because if we talked about that would be all we talked about, because there's so much chatter. It's like, we're busy having an actual relationship.
Taylor Swift didn't just pop up on the New Heights podcast to laugh with Travis Kelce and tease her 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl. She came in smiling, charming, and ready to make her point without ever saying certain names out loud. It was 2 hours of jokes, flirting, and cute couple energy, but buried in all that were moments that felt like quiet shots at Blake Lively. The podcast pulled in 1.3 million live viewers. That's massive! Taylor and Travis were comfortable and playful. Jason Kelce kept the conversation moving. On the surface, it all looked innocent. But Taylor doesn't do anything by accident. She's been in this game long enough to know how to send a message without spelling it out. The real buzz started when she revealed the album's track list. Fans immediately circled 2 titles, Ruin the Friendship and The Fate of Ophelia. That second one wasn't random. Ophelia is the tragic character from Shakespeare's Hamlet, known for losing her mind and drowning after being pushed to the edge. Taylor has used Shakespeare references before, and she even joked about Hamlet during the podcast. But here's what made fans raise an eyebrow. Blake's character in the movie Savages had the nickname O, short for Ophelia. That's not just some coincidence. That's a breadcrumb. Then, the lyrics for Ruin the Friendship leaked. They're about a night where 2 people crossed a line they swore they never would. Trading secrets. Lying side by side with the city outside the window. Realizing they'd opened a door they could never close again. The chorus is about burning the bridge instead of watching it slowly fade away. This isn't a song you write about some distant friend. This is about someone who mattered. Someone who was safe until they weren't. For fans who noticed that Taylor and Blake haven't been seen together lately, this song feels like confirmation wrapped in a melody. Then comes Cancelled. This one doesn't pull punches. It's Taylor putting herself in the middle of a public trial where the crowd has already decided she's guilty. You wrote my lines before I could start is the kind of line you write when you're sick of someone else controlling your story. You call it justice, I call it theater, drives the point home. It's about being turned into a villain for the sake of a good show. And if you've been following Blake's legal drama with Justin Baldoni, you know that's exactly what she's been accused of doing. Next is Father Figure. On the surface, it's about a man acting like a mentor, but keeping her small so she can fit in his shadow, but it's really about power and control. Drawing the map, but never letting you reach the destination, telling you they're protecting you when they're really just making sure you never outgrow them. If you think about the public image Blake and Ryan Reynolds have built, always the clever, in-control couple, the lyrics hit differently. Taylor didn't stop at the songs. On the podcast, she made repeated comments about keeping other people's drama out of her life. "It's not my business," she said. "I have actual business I need to run." Out of context, it's generic. In context, it sounds like a line drawn in the sand. She also talked about people who let one bad comment ruin their whole day and how she's learned to keep her energy expensive and out of reach. Coming from someone who was once called a dragon by her friend, that line felt like it was aimed directly at Blake. And while all of that was happening, Travis Kelce quietly unfollowed Ryan Reynolds. In Hollywood, those unfollows are messages. Insiders claim Taylor wrote about Blake last year, but decided to focus on making the album more positive. Positive doesn't mean the references are gone, it just means they're subtle. A song title like The Fate of Ophelia, with its Shakespeare link and Blake's old character name baked in, isn't subtle to the people who know the history. Neither are the double-meaning lyrics or the podcast lines that sound innocent unless you know the backstory. Taylor knows how to win these battles. She doesn't need to call Blake out directly. She can give her fans just enough and let them connect the dots. That leaves the person on the other side in a lose-lose situation. If they stay silent, the rumors grow. If they speak up, they prove the rumors right. That's where Blake is now. Say nothing, and people assume it's true. Say something and they know it's true. Meanwhile, Taylor moves forward with her life, topping charts, selling out stadiums, and turning personal moments into songs people will sing for decades. Ruin the Friendship canceled and father figure together paint a picture. Trust shattered, public attacks disguised as accountability, someone keeping you small while pretending to guide you. Add in the Fate of Ophelia, and you get the image of someone pushed under until they drown. If you followed the tension between Taylor and Blake, it's not hard to see who that someone might be. Taylor is in the strongest position of her career. She's on top of the charts. She's in a relationship that has the whole world watching. She controls her image down to the last detail. If she wanted to, she could have avoided every hint of this drama. She didn't. She chose to leave the trail. She knows exactly what happens when her fans pick it up. Blake has always been good at controlling her own narrative, but she's dealing with someone who can take 3 minutes of music and turn it into a cultural moment. Taylor can make sure your name is tied to a story without ever saying it out loud, and when her fans connect those dots, there's no stopping them. Not every battle is fought in courtrooms or in gossip columns. Some are fought in stadiums where fans scream the words to songs they believe are about you. Some are fought on streaming platforms where your ghost lives in every chorus. Taylor doesn't have to destroy you publicly. She just has to make you part of a story she controls. When The Life of a Showgirl drops, the theories will explode. Every lyric will be analyzed. Every little detail will be debated. And whether Blake likes it or not, her name will be in those conversations. She can try to ignore it. She can try to deny it. But the connection is already made in people's minds. Taylor will have the last word. And Blake, you're not going to like how she sings it. So if watching her trip over her own PR stunts is your kind of entertainment, hit subscribe. Because the way Blake's been moving lately, I have a feeling this won't be the last time we see her turn herself into the villain. And I'll be here with popcorn,